Welcome, dear listener. You've made it to the quiet part of your day. Let your thoughts settle. Let the rush fade, and let your body grow still and heavy. There's nothing left to do now, nowhere to be, just the hush of night and the gentle comfort of story. Tonight, let us drift back, far across time, to warm lands beneath olive trees, to the slow rhythm of sandals on stone, to the quiet lives of ancient philosophers. They lived long ago, in the hills of Greece, among marble temples, shaded courtyards, and peaceful seas. There, minds reached for the stars, but their days were simple, still and full of thought. So take a deep breath and come with me into the stillness of another world. The morning sun rises over Athens. It bathes the Acropolis in golden light. The city is just waking, its narrow streets slowly filling with footsteps, the smell of bread from clay ovens, the soft rustle of robes. In a small house on a quiet lane, a man wakes slowly. He is a philosopher, not a king, not a soldier, but a quiet thinker. His name is Socrates. He does not live in luxury. His home is plain. The walls are bare. The floor is swept clean, but his eyes are bright, and his voice, when he chooses to speak, is gentle and calm. Socrates rises, pours a bit of water from a clay jug, washes his face, and steps outside into the morning light. The air is still cool. Doves flutter on rooftops. A dog stretches in the street. He walks slowly through the agora, the city's gathering place. He is known here not for wealth, but for questions. He does not lecture. He asks always gently, always with curiosity. He might speak to a baker, a merchant, a soldier passing by. What is justice, he might ask, or what makes a life good? And the answers unfold not in loud debate, but in thoughtful exchange. Around him, the city hums, children play, vendors shout softly, carts roll slowly by, but he walks on, barefoot, quiet, peaceful, not far from Athens. In the shaded garden of a small school, another philosopher begins his day. His name is Epicurus. His school is not grand, no marble halls or grand statues, just a garden, a few benches, some trees for shade, and a table where olives and bread are shared. Epicurus believed in peace, in simple joys. He taught that a good life was not about wealth or glory or chasing after endless wants, but about friendship, moderation, and freedom from fear. His students arrive quietly, and they sit under the fig trees, the leaves, whispering above them in the morning breeze. They speak of happiness, not as a thrill, but as a gentle contentment, a warm meal, a good friend, a quiet mind. They sip wine, laugh softly, and write little notes in the dirt with sticks. Philosophy here is not a contest. Not every question needs an answer. Sometimes asking is enough. Far to the north, in a small village, a boy once sat under the stars, watching them flicker and wondering, what are they made of? Are they gods or something else? That boy grew into Anaxagoras, a philosopher who believed. The stars were stones, burning brightly. Far away, his ideas were strange, even dangerous, but he didn't shout them. He whispered them to those who would listen. He believed the world had order, that the universe was not chaos, but full of tiny seeds, each with a purpose. He didn't seek fame, only understanding, and in the quiet of his thoughts, he found peace. Now, let us drift again to another peaceful room. Here sits a man writing, slowly, his pen scratching gently on papyrus. His name is Plato. He writes of caves, of shadows, of ideals. But his world is not only in theory. He teaches, walks with students, and shares meals with friends. In the academy, a school he founded, there is no shouting, only quiet talk, soft sandals on stone floors, the low murmur of minds at work. Plato taught that the soul was like a charioteer trying to guide two horses, one of reason and one of desire. It was not easy, but he believed it could be done with effort and reflection and care. He sits by a small lamp now, the flame flickering as he writes into the evening. He is not hurried. He writes slowly, thoughtfully, shaping each sentence like a sculptor with clay dot in another grove some years later. Aristotle walks among the trees. He listens more than he speaks, carries a scroll beneath his arm, and stops now and then to write a note. He watches birds, measures shadows, studies the wind. Everything interests him: plants, animals, stars, dreams, music. He believes all knowledge is connected, and that the good life is one of balance, of virtue, habit, and reason. At his school, the Lyceum, he and his students walk as they talk. They wander beneath the trees, letting their thoughts unfold with each step. There are no tests, no pressure, only the rhythm of feet and the flow of ideas. Even in distant lands, there are thinkers in quiet places. Diogenes, the cynic, lives in a barrel. He owns almost nothing, and yet he smiles more than most. He believed that happiness comes not from having, but from needing less. He would sit in the sun, eyes closed, and say, "The gods have given me everything I need." People laughed at him, but still they listened. Time passes. Philosophers age. The scrolls grow longer. The sandals wear thin. But the questions remain. What is a good life? What is truth? How should we treat one another? And though the names may change, the heart of it stays the same. Quiet thought, simple living, and deep, gentle wondering. Let's return now to that garden, the one where Epicurus once taught. The wind still rustles the trees. A few leaves drift down. A small clay cup sits on the table, filled with cool water. A young student sits cross-legged, reading softly. He pauses now and then, looks up at the sky, and smiles. This is philosophy: to notice, to feel, to be still. As the stars rise above ancient Greece, the cities quiet down. Athens dims to lamplight. The sea breeze rolls gently over rooftops. Somewhere a dog barks. Once, then all is still. In a quiet room, an old scroll lies open. A candle flickers low. The wax melts slowly, soft as sleep. Outside, an owl calls. The philosopher leans back, breathes deep, and lets the night carry him away. So now, dear listener, let yourself rest. Let your thoughts soften. Let your breath slow. You've traveled through centuries, walked through olive groves, heard gentle minds thinking softly in the dark. There is nothing more to do, only stillness and sleep. You are safe here, you are warm, and the night will keep you. Good night. And may your dreams be as calm as the quiet lives of the philosophers beneath the stars.